Hey, everybody. I just wanted to come in here and talk to you guys about a very important topic. I know sometimes that we go through things and people always ask me, Nora, how did you go through all of this stuff and still be continuing on? How are you still healing? Like, what are you doing while you're healing? And being able to perform at the level that you're being able to perform at? Well, I want to kind of answer that question with you all today. And so, if you guys will come in here with me, I want to talk to you. So, get your blankets, get your coffee, get your tea, get your wine, whatever you need, because I want you guys to stay a while. I want you guys to get comfortable because I want to teach on you something tonight. I want to teach you, I want to talk to you. I want to share my experience on how it feels to continue your healing journey, but also be continuing to perform. It's a lot that goes into that. It's a lot to continue your everyday routine while you're still trying to heal. So that's kind of what I want to touch on today. That's what I want to talk about a little with you guys about today because I think that that is so important. So in this show today, I'm going to dive into how you can begin anew even when your heart is still hurting. Um, Learn to anchor in your why, celebrate micro wins, and lean on your support net, plus a special listener Q&A. Okay. So I want all of that to happen today. But before I do that, I definitely need to put my phone on Do Not Disturb. Okay. Let me go into work mode because we are definitely in work mode today. Um, but I want to share with you guys some things that have really helped me on my healing journey throughout this process. Okay. And by the end of this episode, I want you guys to have three actionable steps to help begin to rebuild body, mind, and spirit, even when the hurt feels too heavy. I know that for me, in this process, and I'm gonna turn this, y'all. I don't know if this is gonna work. Let's see. Let's see. Yep, it does. It works. And y'all know that I'm not good at editing, so Lord knows how this may come out. But I still want to try and do this with you guys today because I think it's so important, honestly, that we all get an opportunity to really understand what it feels like, truly what it feels like to heal and still be hurting. Because a lot of times we are healing, but we're also hurting at the same time. So these two kind of go together. They go together like Jack and Jill. Oh my goodness, my goodness. Let me get my I might have to just turn this way because I don't think honestly that this is gonna work for me at all today. So we're gonna turn it back this way. And I'm gonna get right into it, okay? First of all, I want you to understand that whatever pain you went through and whatever pain you're feeling right now is extremely valid. No matter where you at on the spectrum, where you at on the list, your pain is valid. What you experienced, what you went through, whatever happened to you, whatever grief is happening with you, whatever someone did to you, whatever someone said to you, it is valid. And it is a common myth that says you must fully heal before you can start. You must fully heal before you can start fresh. Reality is healing and growth can happen in tandem. You can be healing and growing at the same time. And that has been the story of my life, you guys. I had trauma very young in my life. I was born into it, actually. I was born to an alcoholic a father and a codependent mom. My mom was codependent on my dad, and they were in a toxic relationship, a very abusive relationship. So I was born into that toxicity. And so at a very young age, I experienced a lot of traumas. And so for my life, I would say the majority of my life, I have been in recovery from the traumas that I have felt all throughout my life. It has been in so many different seasons of my life that I have felt the pinch of what happened to me in my childhood and also into my young adulthood. Um, Anchor in your why. Okay. I want you guys to understand why. And if you journal, this is the journal prompt for you guys. Take notes, take notes. What do you truly want for yourself, for myself, for my family, and for my future? I want you guys to close your eyes. Go ahead, close them right now. And visualize one small, beautiful thing you dream of. Maybe a peaceful morning routine or a career milestone. Write down, I start over so that I can blank. Why are you starting over? What is it that is motivating you to start over? What can I do right now in this moment? What do I truly want for myself, my family, and my future? That's your journal prompt. And your mini exercise today is to close your eyes and visualize one small, beautiful thing you dream of, maybe a peaceful morning routine or career milestone, a place you want to go, maybe a relationship you would like to be in, and write down, I start over so that I can finally get married, so that I can finally go back to school and get my master's degree, so that I can get the dream job. I can start my business. I can finally not be depressed anymore. I can have a baby. You need to get out of this trauma mindset and you need to heal so you can get past this. And I'm not saying that it's ever going to go away because sometimes, like me, I lost my mom. And for me, I don't think I'm ever going to get over the fact that I do not have a mom. And I also lost my dad and had a very tumultuous childhood. I don't know that I'm ever going to get over that, so to speak, but I know that I can go on in spite of. I know that it's going to always hurt that I don't have my mom, but also understand that I cannot wallow in that pain for the rest of my life. I can't allow it to impede or to impair the dreams and goals that I have for myself. So it's okay that that thing hurts, but it's not okay for you to stop living because that thing hurts or because someone hurts you. You have to continue on in spite of your grief. And that's what I want you guys to think about. I want you to begin to think about the things that you want for yourself outside of your grief, outside of this trauma, outside of what happened to you while you're healing, while you're in the midst of doing your healing work. What is it that you're fighting for? What's the point of it all? And the thing that I think about the most when I'm going into this is all of my micro wins. Every time I win, anything I get. Today, I had a job interview and I don't know if I got the job, but the fact is that I got the interview. I put in my application and I got a call back and I had an interview. That is a small win. That is a micro win. When your energy is low and you need something to boost you, think about the things that you did win. I woke up this morning on time and I made it to work on time. That is a win, especially if you always late. If your kids eat all the food that you cooked that day and nobody complains or cries and you don't have to fix an alternative meal, that is a win. There are micro wins all around you if you take a look. If you take a look, I was so happy the other day that I got my hair braided because I've been wearing like wigs and different stuff. And my sister finally booked me an appointment and I got my hair done. And that for me was a big win, even though it was considered a micro win. So, what I want you guys to do right now is to write down a gratitude list. I know I'm working, y'all. I gave you a journal prompt earlier, and I also gave you guys something to think about and meditate on earlier. But I also very much also want you guys to understand that even when you're in a thought process, even when you're going through different things and life is twisting you and turning you um and you can't quite think of all the things that you want to do, there's still goodness, that there's still hope in all the things that you're doing, even when it's not the best, even when conditions are not the best, even when everything around you is not going perfect, you can find small wins in the things that you do. um, how scripture reminds us of God makes all things new. in Revelations 21 and 5. It's such a good thing. Whenever I think about, whenever I get this revelation or thought process on the things that are coming to me, I think about how God is going to transform things in my life from how they used to be, even if it's in little bitty micro steps. As I'm on my healing journey, I want to celebrate all my little bitty wins because I think about where I used to be and where I am now, and God is always faithful, y'all. He has been faithful in and out of seasons for me. He's always showed up. He's never let me down. He's never put me in a position where I have to guess to see whether or not he is the guy for me, because he has been that guy. He has been that guy for me in and out of season. And I will preach that to the day I die. I will speak that to the day that I die. God is faithful, and he is faithful even in the micro small things. So while you're writing down your gratitude list, you can do a 10-minute walk, you can do healthy meal prep. All those are ways to get yourself back motivated and give yourself compassion. Self-compassion. Talk to yourself like you talk to a friend. Speak to yourself with love while you're on your healing journey. That's something that I always have done as I've been recovering from my childhood trauma, as I've been going through the loss of my mom. I have been speaking to myself well. I've been telling myself that it's okay to hurt. It's okay to love. Think about all the things that you've accomplished. You're important. You're enough. Even though you don't have parents, people still love you. You'll find love again. You won't always be sad. It's just so many things that I say to myself over and over and over. I have to speak to myself in love and with kindness, because I grew up in a home where that wasn't always an option. Kindness hasn't always been an option for me. And so now I get the opportunity to be able to experience kindness, to experience compassion. And so it's always an opportunity for me to be able to do that and go about my day and go about my life in a way of love for myself. So self compassion is so important. Talk to yourself with love. Build a support network. Who's on your bench? Close friends, mentors, therapists, faith community, girl talk. This girl talk community is a place where you can get community. If you dig into girl talk and you really start to post on our groups, join our Bible studies, join the vow, join the programs that you see me putting out. All of those are support groups. Get in here on these lives, comment, add friends that are in our Girl Talk group. This is a network. Find someone at your church, find someone at your job. Get around people who love you. The support group during your healing journey is always going to be so important. And I realize some people have gone no contact, or they had to leave their families and friends that they knew in order to heal. I understand that. I get that. And think you need to do what's best for you as you create those boundaries. But when you're ready, and I hope that it will be soon, you need to rebuild your friendships. You need to go out. You need to stay connected with people. There are so many things that happen in isolation with us, and we're not meant to be isolated. We're meant to be for community. So I want to encourage you guys to get a community, to build a community. And I want to do a whole series or a whole episode on community. But for now, I just want to tell you that how important it is that you build up a good community, even though it can be very difficult when you're out there trying to do that in a healing journey. But there are other women that are in Girl Talk that are healing and they're loving. So add friends, join the network, come on our platforms, join the go to our website and subscribe and join this community. It is powerful. It is full of successful, wonderful women that are also on a healing journey, who have been in damaging situations or been through trauma in their lives, and they are in the recovery process. So it is always great to create a healing circle around you, and accountability to keep you on task with the goals that you have set for yourself. Um, and you can always ask for help. I'm in a hard season and I would love to check in once a week. Could you be that person for me? That's a question you can ask or tell somebody. You have to tell somebody. I just watched this movie called Straw by Tyler Perry, and when I say it blew me away that she had nobody in her corner that knew what she was truly going through. And even when she wanted to reach out, she was met with so much opposition and resistance. But I want you guys to start thinking about a way and a time that you can really, really get around people. Like you have to say something, you have to speak. It's time that we, as women, and specifically Black women, begin to take off that cape. That we begin to tell people we're hurting, that our hearts are broken, that we're struggling, that we cannot do this by ourselves. And even if you feel like a burden, that's okay. I'd rather you be a burden to somebody than to have high blood pressure or a nervous breakdown or lose your kids or lose your mind, okay? It is so hard to do life alone. And I want you guys to start thinking about how you can do life in a community. And it may start in therapy. It may start in a support group. It may start in calling a friend that you haven't talked to in a very long time. I don't know what that looks like for you, but I need you to get in a healing circle, in a community. If it's my community, I would love to have you. I want you in Girl Talk Inc. I want you in this group. I want you coming to the vow. I want you coming to all the events that we do. I want you to become a part of this community. Join us. Get around people that really love you for real. And with that being said, I know that we've been a listener question for you guys. I would say, sorry, I lost my train of thought, and I do that a lot, y'all. I'm always like, I get so emotionally involved in this because I really, really, really understand the power of community. My sisters have been a tower for me throughout the process of losing my mom and becoming a new mom and getting married and all of those things. In the last 5 years, I was married. First, I had a baby, and then I was married, and then I had another baby, and then I started a business, and then I lost my mom. And throughout every single one of those transitions, my sisters were there holding me up like strong towers. And I cannot thank them enough for the support and the love that they poured into me and my husband and my kids over the last 5 to 6 years. It has been incredible to have the support of a community like the one that I am in, and the friends that came alongside me while I was in grad school and things like that. It's just been a blessing to have those people in my life. So I just get, my mind just goes one track when I think about that. But I have a question for you guys. How do you keep moving forward when setbacks happen? How do you guys keep going? I want you to answer me in the chat. How do you guys keep going when setbacks happen in your life? Okay. So I want you guys to think about that and what you need to do when those things happen. So these are the points that I want you guys to really remember is anchor in your why, small compassionate actions, and build a support group. And the challenge for the week is to pick one micro action and one accountability partner and report back in the Facebook group Girl Talk Inc. So I want you guys to pick one micro action and one accountability partner. What are you going to do? What is your micro action this week going to be? Who is your accountability partner going to be when you do your micro actions? What the heck are you going to do in this process? Okay. So I really want you guys to start thinking about that. And I really want you guys to start really joining this community and becoming a part. You guys can go to my website at www.girltalkinc.info, and join and subscribe. And once you get there, you can join our healing circle or our sister circle that we have online. And I think it's going to be great. I'm so glad. Thank you guys for listening. Follow me on Instagram, Facebook, and all my social medias. I'm on there as Coach Nora. I post daily motivation to help you win, to keep you motivated and giving hope for you guys. So please follow me on all those networks, join my community, and thank you guys so much for listening. I hope that I taught you something or you heard something today that will help you on your healing journey. So even when you're in transition, I want you to still keep moving. All right. I love you guys and have a beautiful rest of your day.